simple future will. The simple future is used to describe actions that will take place in the future without the need to specify when. In English, this verb tense is usually expressed with the modal will, or with the construction be going to. The future is formed with the auxiliary verb will, followed by the infinitive verb without to. 4. The first person singular and plural you can also use shall. Now we will see the structures of the future simple. It is used to tell about events that will occur with the certainty in the future, with or without intervention of the subject in the action. Example, shall be 90 tomorrow. To express decisions made by the speaker at the moment of speech without having previously foreseen it. Example, I will phone her tonight. The structure or simple future is subject, will, verb base, complement. To express predictions, assumptions, or deductions of the speaker about a future event. Example, it will snow tomorrow. 4. When to express orders, requests, and promise. Example, you will do your homework. In the future simple, it is not always clear what use the speaker had in mind. Often there is more than one way to interpret the meaning of a sentence. No future clauses in time like all future forms. The future simple cannot be used in clauses that start with the expressions of time, such as when, while, before, after, betime, as soon as, if, unless, etc. Instead of future simple, present simple is used. Example, 1. When tonight comes, we'll go to dinner. Incorrect. 2. When you get here tonight, we'll go to dinner. Right. Example of each structure: affirmative sentence, subject, will, main verb. I will call you tonight. Te llamaré esta noche. She will arrive late. Ella llegará tarde. Negative sentence, subject will, not main verb. I will not call you tonight. No te llamaré esta noche. They will not be happy to see you. No estarán felices de verte. Interrogative sentence, will, subject, main verb. Will you call me tonight? ¿Me llamarás esta noche? Will she arrive late? ¿Llegará tarde? Idiomatic future. The idiomatic future is used to talk about immediate plans to be realized. It is formed with the verb to be in the present tense as an auxiliary and the expression going to. Tense persons are used to beginning or end of the sentence. This form, the future, is more conversational and a little more relaxed. In everyday speech, going to is often shortened to gonna, especially in American English, although it is never worded that way. The structure of idiomatic future is subject, auxiliary verb, going to, main verb. When there is evidence that something is going to happen, we use going to. Example, it is going to be a great party. Será una fiesta genial. Example, it is not going to rain. No va a llover. First conditional. This type of conditional is used in situations where if a condition is met, a certain result is likely to occur. Example, if you don't put on repellent, you'll get bitten. Si no te pones repelente, te van a picar. Structure of first conditional. If, subject, present simple, future simple. Example, if the plane is delayed, she will be late. Si el avión se retrasa, ella llegará tarde. The first conditional is used to express future plans. Did, warning, promise of convince someone about something. Example, if the weather is fine tomorrow, we will go cycling. Si mañana hace buen tiempo, vamos en bici. How is the first conditional format? A scenario condition is we have a first that expresses the condition or condition clause, and a first that expresses the result of result clause. The condition clause is formed with if present simple and the result clause with will infinitive. Depending on the order of the element, we find two possible structures. If present simple, will infinitive. Will infinitive, simple present. Note that there is no tense for the conditional in English as there in Spanish at the same time. The auxiliary verb would is used to form the conditional in English. What's a modal verb? Modal verbs are those verbs in English that help a sentence have a verb meaning thanks to their function. You can use them when you want to give another meaning of sentence. For example, if you want to ask permission to speak or to know if they could come looking for you. List of most common modal verbs. Could. The modal auxiliary could be a modal verb that is used to express permission, possibility, or to make suggestions in the present tense. It is also used to tell about a skill from the past that is the past version of the modal can't. Contraction could. Should. It is using to advise, comment and recommend obligation and even expectation or forecast. Structure. Subject. Should. Verb. Contraction. Shown. Example. You should see here tomorrow. May. Is a modal verb most commonly used to express possibility. It can also be used to give or request permission. Although this usage is becoming less common. Structure. Subject. Main. Verb. Complement. Contraction. Main. Example. You may like it if you try it. Might. It is used to express possibility specifically for something that could happen in the present or in the future. It is also often used in conditional sentence. Structure. Subject. Might. Verb. Complement. Contraction. Might. Example. Your son might be in the bedroom. Have to is used to express obligation, certainty, and necessary. Must is also used to explain obligation. Structure. Subject. Have to. Verb. Complement. Example. In France, you have to drive on the right. Ought to is a semi-modal verb because it is in some way like a modal verb, in some ways like a main verb. Structure. Subject. Ought to. Verb. Complement. Contraction. Ought to. Example. We ought to go together. Shall is an auxiliary verb that is used in the affirmative to ask for our opinion if something. Structure. Subject. Shall. Verb. Complement. Contraction. Shan't. Example. Your mom shall be happy to see you. Must is used in different situations to express various meanings. Possibility, formality, hypothesis, habits of the past. Structure. Subject. Must. Verb. Complement. Contraction. Mustn't. Example. I must. Present perfect. The present perfect is more or less equivalent to the past perfect of Spanish. Grammatical rules. Form. To form the present perfect, the auxiliary verb to have is used in the present perfect and the past participle of the verb. For regular verbs, the past participle is the simple form of the past. Note: be aware that there are many irregular past participles in English. Here is a list of some of the most common irregular past participles. Structures: subject, auxiliary verb to have, past participle. Usage of ever, since, yet, for, already in the present perfect. Already. In possibility sentence, it is placed before the main verb or at the end of the sentence. Example: you already have a loan and a line of the credit. Yes, yet. If used in negative sentence, it shows that something has not happened up to the present time. Example: why? I have not yet had time to settle down. Ever. In questions, we use ever and negative uses, never combining with affirmative verb. Example: you're the sweet person I ever met. For indicates the duration, a period of time, so it can be translated as during in Spanish. Example: I waited at that station for 5 hours. Just is used to indicate that something happened in the very past that is used a short time ago. Example: Sally has just washed her hair. Since you can use since when you are mentioning a time or event in the past and indicating that a situation has continued from the until now. Example: She has worked in the company since April. Never. Never can be used in negative questions to show the surprise that you never had a certain experience before. Example: She has never kissed a boy. Always. The present perfect form of a verb and the word always can also appear in the same sentence when in different clauses, and the verb being addressed the always will not be the present perfect one. Example: You're always drunk.